Forgiveness on the cross. The Gospel of Luke recounts Jesus' crucifixion in Jerusalem. And when they came to the place that is called the Skull, they crucified him there, along with criminals, on his right and on the other on his left. And Jesus said, "Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing." Jesus' prayer, "Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing," is often seen as an illustration of Jesus' compassion and kindness towards those who are killing him, displaying forgiveness where most would seek vengeance. It's a very nice quote, and personally one of my favorites. However, this line curiously is missing in some of the older manuscripts of Luke. The earliest Greek copy, Papyrus P75, dated to about 200 AD, as well as a few other later texts, completely lacks the prayer of forgiveness, reading like this: "When they came to the place called the Skull, they crucified him there, along with the criminals on his right, the other on his left. They divided up his clothes by casting lots. The people stood watching, and the rulers even sneered at him." But the prayer exists in other copies, such as the Codex Sinaiticus. So this raises the question, was the prayer originally in the Gospel and then removed in some versions? Or was it not originally in the Gospel and then added later in some versions? Scholars are divided on this. The motivations surrounding the alteration of this verse appear very clear. In the prayer, Jesus would be formally wiping away the blame for those crucifying him, namely the Romans and Jews. Anti-Semitism was prevalent in certain sects of Christianity, and there were some groups who blamed and persecuted the Jewish people for crucifying Jesus. These groups might have found it in their best interest to omit the line to justify their actions. Others suggest adding the line would allow the gospel to gain wider acceptance in a Roman audience and under a Roman government, who might be pleased with being explicitly absolved of Jesus' execution. To this day, we still don't know, and perhaps will never know, which verse came first and why. Was the prayer forgiveness originally there, or not? All we know is that one of the variants is not the original, and that the text has been altered at some point. Is our modern version wrong, or are the older versions incorrect?